Hello, everyone. Are we all ready to jump back in to the wonderful world of shitty Japanese learning games? Are we ready? Are we ready to experience pure, just like not greatness? Right? Are we ready for that? We're using the new headphones again. They're like, the rubber ear tips aren't like squishy enough for my deformed left ear canal, so I have to use the old ones I was using. Cause then they just like, they don't seal properly, cause that's not even a joke, my left like ear canal is a weird fucking shape, right? It's quite literally just deformed, which you know, sucks when I have to attempt to wear earplugs or anything, because they just don't seal properly. But yeah, we're here. We're gonna play this new game. I haven't started it up yet because it has 2 reviews and they named themselves Flashcard Hero, so you cannot possibly torrent their game because it's the name of like 12 other fucking things on the internet. And it was $10 and has no reviews. It was released back in December. So I just want to like be able to refund it if it's bad. Which it's going to be, because that's how they all are, right? So I'm gonna start a timer right now. Timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, you can't even hear her. But I set a timer so we can absolutely actually refund this if it sucks, right? And we're doing 1:30, so we don't accidentally go over time if I yap a whole bunch. Let's just mute the game audio right now because it's doing some funky stuff here. This is Flashcard Hero. Why is it not? This game is already not off to a great start. Okay, let's pause the music here. Absolutely blasting out my fucking eardrums, right? Okay. Okay, that's better. We can deal with this, okay? It starts off in a weird little window here. You know, that's That's fine. Audio settings. Those are the only settings you give me. Nothing for like resolution or okay. You have a stats page. Apparently change language. Want to do Japanese. What do we why would we do Romanji and Kanji and Romanji? No. Let's do actual. Cannot do English. Okay. Let's start off here, even though I just changed my thing to be okay. Sure. Let's just see where this goes here. Okay. Of course I am gonna be fucking so we do these every once in a while when I find a couple more that like don't just like look incredibly bad, right? When they at least like look okay-ish. Okay, so this actually does come up and say Chiba, you know, okay. These are my 3 guys I gotta beat up, I guess. No intro, no tutorial, no nothing. Okay, I mean the quality on this picture isn't that great. Which is fine, I guess. Fight. Table is that. Cup. Door is that one. Head? No, it's not book. It's not shoes. It's not that one either. This is phone because it's this is also phone. I don't have enough time to explain why they are the way they are, but just know that they are. I don't know what window is, but it's not looking good here. Choose. I assume it's that one. I don't know what the kanji is, but I know what the, okay. Correct answers, 11 out of 16. Run stats! Proceed just puts me back at the beginning, okay. What if we do the tutorial? Okay. So choose the best translation of the word in the center from the other cards. Answer correctly to deal damage. Answer incorrectly and you will take damage. Beat enemies, gain experience. Hero stats become more powerful. All enemies, a clear zone. Next challenge, try hardcore. We would have already lost hardcore. Stays in vocab. Not ready for combat. Review mode. Okay, but what's review mode then? How do I get to review mode? Oh, review mode. Okay. My goodness. Okay. So this is not timed then, I assume. Right? Okay. Oh, this just How do I go? Oh, I have to click on the next one. Okay. So this is quite literally just fucking flashcards. Okay. Well, I mean, like it seems fine, right? There's no fucking intro. There's no primer. There's no, hey, here's the vocab list, right? So this is obviously for people who already know Japanese, right? And in those cases, this is not really a Japanese learning game. The Japanese review game, right? The Japanese learning game would be teaching you, you know, like what the words are, what the words mean, how to, you know, like that kind of stuff. This game just throws you straight in and just gives you stuff. This is a review game, right? This is not a learning game. This is also why I set 130 so I can shit talk about the game. So this game lists itself. Foreign language vocab builder, right? Gamifying your study routine, innovative flashcards, and RPG combat elements. 12 series featuring increasing difficulty enemies and advanced vocab lists. Optimize your playstyle and the hero stats. Brush up a more traditional flashcard. Review them. Self-paced non-combat environment. See, this is not a learning game though. This is a review game, right? Here, so this one here is door. That's not. This is sorry. I am still absolutely awful at katakana. You'll just have to forgive me for being American, okay? This is table. This is book. This is bed. This is cup. This is lamp. This is lamp. This is cup. This is phone, right? So the first kanji is like vehicle, right? It's not vehicle, but you can think of it as describing vehicles like train, car, that kind of stuff. Technically not car. Don't worry about it. This first kanji is like vehicles, right? The second kanji is talk. Okay? So it's a vehicle to talk, so it's a phone, right? I honestly cannot tell you what the fuck this one is, right? They both share the same first kanji as number 10 too. This is kaban, right? I can tell you what the word is. It's kaban. But apparently this is bag. This is door. Cause it's do-a. 2 syllables. This is shoes. Okay, so this is kutsu. So I guess the technical first kanji is for like a wearable item. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, but this one is shoes. This is spoon. This is pen. Okay. This is car. This is karuma. I don't know why I said it like that. Kuruma. So this is car. Not to be confused with vehicle, as we've gone over. It's not really vehicle. I don't know what this one is. There's 15 flashcards. Okay. There's 15 flashcards. This is window. So this is Mado. Mado is window. This is window, I guess. This one, who knows? This is pillow. I don't know what the word for pillow is. But this is pillow, right? Let me get my. And this one, of course, I don't know, chair. All right, so now that we've reviewed our cards, trying to get thrown in immediately. Basic nouns around town and basic town. Okay. Right.
Fight.
This is phone, as we've gone over. Pillow. Table. Pillow. Spoon. Lamp. bed. Chair? Okay. Chair, phone, bag, phone, spoon, because you need the end at the end. This is shoes. Okay. Car. Here. Shoes. Table. Pen. Window. Hello? Okay. Window. Bag. Okay. We killed a man. You've killed a man. Use a bonus. Crit damage, 5 damage for 25%. Well, okay. So why wouldn't... Okay, you're just gonna throw me straight into here and not give me like a not... Okay, that's confusing. Why wouldn't you... Okay, so you just click on them and it automatically assigns. So plus 5% damage or plus 25% damage. Why the fuck wouldn't you take the plus 25%? I clicked on it hoping that it would tell me anything about the thing that you gave me, but no. That's insane. It just throws you right into the next fight without giving you any time to do anything. That's wild. Okay. I feel like timing duration is good here. Okay. Park. We didn't go over these. That's not library, it's not bank. Park? No, okay. Hospital. Okay. Post office? Okay. No, okay. Yeah, see, you're just, this one's not getting a good rank so far. Museum. But I don't know. What is this one has a bunch of legs on it. Post office? No, okay. That is insane. What do you mean you have to beat them all in a row without... You have to beat them all in a row without dying and without getting a break in between. That's insane. That's insane. This is insane. Okay. So we know number one, I guess, technically, right? Maybe. This is hospital. Also, why is this only kanji? Right? If you want this to be a language learning game, which is not, it's a language review game, first of all. But if you want it to be that, you have to start people off with stuff that isn't kanji. Right? No one's gonna know how to fucking pronounce this. I'm pointing like my hands, actually, like I have hands on this character. No one's gonna know how to pronounce this, right? Because it's kanji. Like, how are you expecting people to know any of these if you start them off only with kanji and like don't actually give them any pronunciation or anything? This one's not looking good so far. Like, it's fine. It's like a quote-unquote fine, but it's not good either, right? This one is fine, but it's not good. I certainly wouldn't pay $10 fucking for this game, which I will be refunding. Absolutely, abso-fucking-lutely. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's not a review. It's not a learning game. It's a review game. So they've already gotten points off there. And they want it to be a review game, but then they don't tell you how any of these fucking things are pronounced, right? Because they only ever include kanji, right? And your only other option here, of course, right? Your other option here is romanji. Okay. Not hiragana, not katakana, right? Okay, well I guess katakana. But they don't substitute the kanji for anything. Either kanji or it's romanji. Again, time and time again, I will scream myself hoarse. Don't fucking use romanji. Because that's for people who want to cheat at learning a language and pretend so that they can feel good about lying to themselves. Okay? Also, you wouldn't say supermarketo, right? You would say super. I've just typed it into Google Translate, which is not the best, right? I've typed supermarket in to Google Translate, and you know what it gave me? It gave me super, which is the first half of this word, which is what you would say, right? Because that's what the word is. Post office, okay. Are there also 15 here, I assume? Okay. This is hotel. Okay, this is cafe. Alright, we've got 2 that I know. Holy shit, there's a hiragana on this one. This one is street. This one is square. Okay. This is oki, or as I like to use, I've been trying to use talking Japanese on Blue Sky, and just like anything that I can think of, anything about my life. I couldn't think of the word storm, so I used the word oki tenki, which is big weather. This is big, this is small. Kire, okay, so it depends if you're talking about a person or an animal or other, anything that's not a person or animal, like place, thing, flower. Kire or steki. I don't know. Sure. This is hayai. Sure. This is gonna be cold, I assume, because you're putting them next to each other. Takai, expensive. Old, cheap. Yasui. Wrong. Weak. Intelligent. Let's just dangerous. Okay, so first of all, Abunai is dangerous, right? I don't know whatever the fuck this is. Which is why we have the Translate. You have the Translate on your phone. Oh, this just translated the English into Japanese, and that is not what I want. Really. This is Kikenna, which is I've never heard in my life. Okay. Well, this is not gonna go great. Let's try again, shall we? Like we're just gonna keep grinding the first guy and losing to the second guy until we have enough to defeat the second guy in 2 hits. Yeah, the no break in between is insane, right? They're just like, okay, here you go, here's the next one, no break, no level up, no. Okay, I turned the music up because it was too loud. Now I'm turning it back down. Bed. Shoes. We got pen. This is phone. This is this one. Bed. Book. This is shoes. Car. Pen. Cup. Lamp. Bag. Cup. Door. Car. Phone. Pen. Bar. Okay. So, like, why would you ever take anything other than, like, right? Oh, it just picked for me. Oh, and it's because I didn't get a level up. It just picked for me, so you know we chillin'. I don't even know what it picked, but sure, I guess. Hotel. There you go. Theater is the little stage here. This. Bank? Okay, this is museum. I'm just picking on it based on what it isn't. Library? Okay. Cafe. Gimu. Square. That one? Okay. This is school. This is museum? Okay. This is Supa, not Supermarché, which is not even English. Don't worry about it. Park? Okay. Okay. It apparently doesn't like if you take too fast, so we're just gonna do 2 times damage. Cold. This one? Okay. I can tell you what they are in hiragana. Okay. Big. This one is hot. Okay. Expensive. Wrong. Okay. Big. Beautiful. Which is this one for some reason. Victory. Okay. I got more experience points here. It like darkens the corners of the screen, so I don't know how much this is increasing my health or not. But let's do 2 in stamina and another on the timer, right? Okay, so proceed is just gonna throw me right into the next one, right? No, it's not. That's strange. Okay. We're just moving right on to adverbs, huh? We're just moving straight on to fucking adverbs, huh? My goodness. Okay, sure, I fucking guess. Ayaku. Shizuka. Carefully. Slowly. Clearly. Often. Okay, so game, alright? You're gonna give me 2 of the same flashcard, and they're gonna have different answers on them. So if I picked often for this one, you would mark it wrong, even though that's correct, right? I'm gonna type in. We're gonna go on my phone because I don't have this set up on the computer to show you. All right. I'm gonna type in often. Right. Not frequently. Often and frequently are not the same word. Okay. So you type in yoku, which is what this card says. And it comes up as often, adverb. Okay. And if I now type in well, right? Comes up as yoi. Okay. They're not the same. Like, I can't really give this one like a lower score than like 4 out of 5, right? Because like it's not good, but it's not terribly offensive either, right? It gives you the choice to not use Romanji, points. It doesn't try to include pronunciations that are not correct, right? They know their limits here. They're giving you the things they're giving you is correct, except for this one for some reason. Like they're timed. It's not well explained, but it does let you go back and look at all of the cards once you realize that it doesn't explain anything and doesn't give you any time, right? Like it's not offensive, right? It's not offensive and it's not bad, but it's not good either. It kind of just is. Like an honest attempt was made, right? An honest attempt was made, and they give you the choice to not use Romanji, right? And they don't try to include pronunciations or guides, right? So like this one is like inoffensive, but it's kind of nothing, right? It's also $10 fucking dollars, which is insane. If this were $5, I would be like, okay, fine, whatever. This is $10, right? So, you know, not great. I don't have any points to spend to do it, right? No.
Fight.
Often. Okay. This is... I don't know. Hardly? Suddenly? No? Okay. This is regularly? This one? No? Okay. Yeah, okay. So I guess technically frequently and often are not the same thing, right?
Fight.
Okay, this is again, back to my point. These are not the same word. Okay? These are not the same word. I will give it points though. If you pause the game, it just moves on to the next card, right? Because they don't want you to cheat. So like, alright, that's a good feature. You can't turn it off, which makes it good, right? Yeah, that's a nice feature. It's a nice feature because you can't turn it off, right? Because they don't want you to cheat. Generally? Frequently? Okay. Carefully? Suddenly? Okay. Hardly? No. Regularly? I'm holding the thumbs up like this means anything and you can see it. Okay. And if you don't know, you're incentivized to not attack because you'll lose less health that way. You know, which is strange. Let's go back to this one and let's try to just like grind for some like experience. I don't know if that's a thing in this game, right? I don't know if that's like something you can do or if it's just like not going to give me experience since I already beat this one. If I don't get like a better score, right? 3% more damage. This is school. This is library because it has the thing in the restaurant doesn't have kanji. I think. Gimu. Okay. Okay, so it's moved us on now to the third person instead of just giving us a thumbs up and letting us go, which is kind of funny. This is weak. Okay. Beautiful is this for some reason. Okay. This is dangerous for some reason. We got another star. We got another level up. Oh boy, okay. You know what I'm feeling here is that oh, you can, these are not, the things are not locked, so you can change them at any time, which is nice, right? And like, does more health help or does more taking less damage help, right? Because like, I don't care about crit damage. I'm never a crit build player. Never gonna happen. I looked over and it was like 42 minutes. And then I looked at my phone and like, oh, it's been like 30. Gotcha. So let's go 4 into damage reduction and just go strength here.
Fight.
Let's see if you can just keep just going. Can you just keep going, right? That's window for some reason. Okay. 30% damage. Okay. Also, this style isn't particularly good, right? Because sure, you're learning the kanji, but you're not really learning the vocab, right? Because you don't know how to speak, right? Is times 2 better or is 25% better? What is my right, it's telling you the translation and the kanji, but you're never going to be able to speak it because it doesn't include the pronunciation in any of these. Which is unfortunate, right? So it's not that great. Right? It's never going to be that great, right? Because it's not telling you how to actually speak the language. This is just like the same thing, right? This is the same thing. I don't know what hardcore, like, what does that entail, right? Like, does that just like one miss and you lose? Like, what is... Like, they have more health, obviously, but like... Oh, you have less time. Okay, but you need to give me time to, like, read the... You need to give me time to read the things, right? 3 seconds is not enough time for me to read the answers, right? You give me 4 answers and you don't give me enough time to actually read them, right? So, you know...
Fight.
Jesus Christ. Like, 3 seconds is not enough time for me to read the 4 answers you're giving me, right? That wouldn't even be a lot of time in English, right? Because in English, if you wanted me to match, like, a word to the pictures, or a picture to the words, right, I would still need to, like, look at all of them first. I mean, we did level up. Let's throw all of our fucking points in the timer duration here. Because Jesus Christ. Oh, we have 4 seconds now. Okay. We have 4 whole fucking seconds now instead of 3. That's insane. That's wild. Yeah, the game is also kind of like nothing. I absolutely fucking hate the term nothing burger, right? I think nothing burger is the nothing burger of nothing burgers. It's a word that truly encapsulates what it's supposed to mean, because it doesn't mean fucking anything. But there's not a lot you get for $10, right? Like low quality artwork. 45 flashcards per level, which that's a lot. 45 is a ton at a time for you to like memorize, right? And then as soon as you get past that level, you have another 45 to memorize. That's insane. That's way too much, right? For the first fucking level of the game, 45 words. That's too much for the very first level of the game. Let's move on to Saitama. So the levels just get unlocked when you like reach a certain level, not when you beat all of them, which is better, right? Because then you would never fucking get out of the first level, the first area. Basic nouns 2. Okay. I'm gonna go over to this one and it's not gonna say car, right? We're gonna have a fucking problem. Okay, so you're just giving me the same flashcards over again. This is quite literally the same fucking card we just did. That one's house, this one's car, this is table. This is chair. This is also window. Door, bed, street. How many are in this one? So it's 15 of the, they chose 15 of the 45. And then added in, this is incorrect. So computer in Japanese is not computer. It's pasokon, right? If I go here and I type in computer, all right? It gives me pasokon, right? Pasokon? Pasokon? I don't know. I'm gonna do ko. It's pasokon. Okay. Pasokon is computer. Right? This is not correct. Same one again, same one again. City, how do you pronounce any of these? You'll never know. Okay, so first of all, teacher is not whatever the fuck this is. Right? Let's go back. Okay, let's send this to translation. Kyoshi? Okay, so, like... Hello? Google Translate, like, the app has been just, like, freezing up every single time you use it now, which is strange. Yeah. So sensei is teacher, it's also doctor, but they also have, like, an actual word for doctor. But yeah, this ain't it. Research? But how many fucking times in your day-to-day life do you use the word research in English? You say, oh, I looked it up, not, oh, I researched it. Right? Scholarship. How many times do you talk about scholarships in your day-to-day life? How many times do you talk about seminars in English? Or curriculum? How many times in your day-to-day life in English do you use the word curriculum? Oh wait, it's less than 0, right? Like, you just... This is wild. How do you pronounce any of these? Who knows? It's not great, actually. Like, and I still can't give this, like, less than a 5 out of 10, right? Because we've played much, much worse games. We have played games that were much, much worse. That included way more. That actually taught you hiragana and katakana and didn't just give you kanji and expect you to look up the pronunciation yourself. Right? We spent a good 45-ish minutes on this game. We'll do one here, right? But, like, I think we're done with this one. And we can move on to the next ones. The next ones probably are not going to be as... We're not going to spend as much time on them because they're just demos. Because they had demos of them. So...
Fight.
This is still door. This is still window. This is still window. This is Pascal, not computer. Now you have 8 full fucking seconds, right? Button. Okay. Cable. Okay. Range. Textbook? Homework. Password. Okay. Here? No, that's lesson. Research. How many times do you use the word research in your day-to-day life? Right? Yeah, this game isn't much. You also can't search for it on the internet because they named it Flashcard Hero. And there are 20 other fucking programs called that on the internet. And no amount of appending game to it will get you anything other than the Steam page. No one, like I said, this is not like a new game. This game, oh, now I've done it. This game came out in December 9th, 2024, right? But it currently only has 2 reviews, even though if you scroll down, there are 3 reviews. Which is strange. One of them is 0.1 hours on record, March 1st. And the other 2 are like 0.9, 5.7, 4.4 at review time. And just it's not anywhere, right? It's just nowhere, right? This is the only game this company has ever made. They don't appear anywhere. You can't even search for them on the internet. I gotta give this game, like, what do I even rate this game? Like, do I recommend this game? Not really, but like, it's fine. But no, not for $10 fucking, right? Right? Like, it's fine. 5 out of 10. It's fine. It's inoffensive. Some of the words are wrong. Yoku does not mean well. You wouldn't use that word for computer. But like, I guess. Right? Like, okay. The next game we're going to be playing is So to Speak. Okay? This is a Japanese specific learning game, where the other one was just a general. And their thing is, it's called So to Speak. All right, and the reason that I downloaded it is because from the screenshots, it looks like they have a really like weird but like interesting way of like showing you like what things mean. You'll see what I mean when we get into it, but they describe it as, can you learn Japanese by solving puzzles? So to Speak is a game about wandering in Japan, looking at signs, overhearing conversations, and using context clues in the environment to figure out what it all means. No background in Japanese is assumed. Which I understand what they're saying with that last sentence. But they don't teach you hiragana or katakana or kanji, right? They don't teach you the pronunciations. They just give you the stuff that it sounds like, right? If that makes sense. So like this one I was interested because it's literally about the premise of the game is literally not about not knowing anything and just wandering around and just using the clues the game gives you to piece together what people are saying. So I found that interesting because that style of like how you're learning hasn't been done in a game I've played yet. So I'm interested. I don't think we haven't even started this game yet, right? You can't launch it from the store page. That's strange. We haven't even played this game yet, and I already do not recommend you buy the game, though. I am very interested in the things that are in the game. Do not recommend you buy the game, right? It's $18. Okay. It was released on March 31st, so extremely recently, right? And it already has more reviews than that last one we played. Okay. It is $18. And their introductory sale is 10% off. Okay? Their introductory sale is 10% off. You also can't, like... Hello? Okay. There's a weird thing, like, you can't tab out until you tab back into the game. I don't know. That's weird. It's $1 off their introductory offer, which ends April 7th for the launch of the game. A singular dollar. The sounds are very, very quiet, but I don't want to turn it up anymore in case, like, it's real loud. Like, the way it goes about doing so, okay, we can turn the timer off because we're not playing that game anymore, is very interesting, right? And the basis is, yeah, you know nothing, but, like, wander around and listen to what people are saying and read the signs and you'll be able to piece it together. That's very interesting. The way the little signs and the stuff they have to explain it, very interesting. $18 fucking dollars? Insane. This person's played 5 hours of this game. I've been anxiously waiting for this game's release. Contextual learning is the best way for me to learn personally. I love it, right? And I'm sure when I read these reviews, that's what people are going to talk about. Because that's like the main draw of the game. This is really unique education puzzle. Games can be great vehicles for learning. Sometimes learning is orthogonal. The game mechanics. In the case of So to Speak, the game mechanics and learning are really well aligned, not clashing. This game is like traveling to a foreign country yourself and trying to figure out what signs mean and what people are saying, except there's actual learning and explanation involved rather than like in real life. Definitely recommend this game if you want to enjoy a little bit of puzzle. A lot of bit of Japanese. 2 years of high school Japanese, so the first 2 chapters were easy. The first chapters were easy. I feel like there was definitely material I didn't know later on. They thought the voice acting was... The voice acting added to the game, pretty much, right? It wasn't just like secondary, it didn't detract. The harder material is that the game breaks down long sentences into grammatical parts and help understand things. Good mix of new and repetition. Works on Mac. Hot tip, you can go to the settings and turn off Romanji if you want a gameplay. And Hiragana, it can be fun. Place one Romanji and then off. Okay, I don't agree with that, but they let you turn off Romanji. Very nice. Yeah, like, I'm excited to play it. $18 fucking dollars? That's insane. The games that I have in Steam that I've put way more than 5-6 hours into cost less than $10. Or maybe they cost $10, I don't know. And they were better than most of them. And this is almost $20 fucking dollars. That's insane. It has to be real fucking good and real fucking long to be worth $20, especially for educational games, right? Fun way to get familiar with Japanese grammar and vocab, who is someone who knows nothing about the language. Finds learning grammar difficult in different languages, which is, if you're coming from English, always going to be the hardest fucking part. It'd be cool if this game had more chapters to study, or including some JLPT exams or mini games to help with the repetition that you could do over and over again. There's a lot of people saying, worth the grab if you want to beat Nihongo Jozu. Funny. There's a lot of people saying they're waiting for this game to come out, which is surprising. This person played it on the Steam Deck. Okay. I follow the development of this game and love that it makes you think authentically as if you were in the location yourself. Forced me to think through which words would make more sense in each context. There has to be a better way to learn than endlessly repeating sentences you don't know or don't care about. Okay. What do the negative reviews say? There are 0 negative reviews of this game. This game only has 16 reviews, but there are 0 negative reviews of this game. No Romanji. Let's turn that on. That's insane. Okay. It's pixel art, right? That's cool. This is why I didn't turn the game up, because I knew that it was actually going to be pretty loud. Got the Shinkansen Classic. This might actually not be the Shinkansen, because the Shinkansen is specifically the bullet train. And general trains are called something else. Drag the yellow Japanese word onto its English meaning. Okay. Right, so this is what I'm talking about. It has like a unique like learning thing, right? So one is exit, right? One is mouth, right? It doesn't tell you, okay, so it doesn't tell you how to pronounce it. I know that this is Iriguchi. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Can I just like Iriguchi? Oh. Iriguchi is entrance. I'm incorrect. What is exit? Deguchi. Okay, so Deguchi is exit. It was close. Okay, so the next one, click and drag the background to move. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Right. Right. That's weird. I don't know what that does. Let's move on. Okay. So our first 2 words we got here is Iriguchi, as I just mentioned, and Eki, which is this one here, which is the station. It doesn't tell you how to pronounce them, right? So same thing here. It doesn't tell you how to pronounce them, which is kind of a problem. Oh, okay, so this is what I was seeing in the previews here, right? Okay, good, you can see my mouth. My mouse. And I was just like, okay, this is interesting. I wonder what this is. And you can click and drag all this stuff too. That's interesting. Be like, find Kana. Or I don't know how the search works, but I guess we'll get back to that, right? Okay, station part 2, outside the station. Okay. Park and nouns. And you got the temple nouns, and then the city of compounds. Ghost of existence. That's, I love that that's like ominous, but funny. I don't know like what these buttons do yet, but like, okay. Click the speech bubble and drag its word to its English meaning. Okay, so here we go. How do I repeat the? Okay, you click on the person to redo the voice line. Okay, so here we go. So this is Iriguchi, right? And this is
Iriguchi.
entrance. Okay, there you go. We got voice. It's now voiced. Okay, good. Okay, no, that was my only complaint so far. Alright,
入り口
now we can go here. Right. Okay, I guess this is just for like going back and forth. Okay. Koen is park, which I guess is that,
公園
which is this.
公園公園
Okay. And you can tell that these are recorded by real people because at the beginning,
公園
there's a little bit of reverb and echo in her recording. So far, we've got Turn Off Romanji. Okay. Meanings. Alright. Good meanings and searchable stuff. Okay. Direct to English translations, which I'm going to include in like the second one. You got Hiragana Explainer. Okay. Unlike the last one, where it would not tell you what any of those things are pronounced. And you got real people. You got voice lines, okay? So it's voiced. And they're real people. Right? That deserves its own fucking point. It's voiced and they're real people.
公園
Right? Like we're off to a good start. I don't know if I would pay $18 for this though.
駅
Eki is station, as we've learned before. So we can go here. Oh, so you can drag it to the translation or the kanji. Okay. Right, so now our card is completely filled out. Okay, so I guess that's what you want.
駅
Is you want the card to be completely filled out. Okay. Oh, I guess it just like the where bubbles are blank until you click on them. Gotcha. And once you have them, they're green.
出
Okay.
口
Deguchi, as I mistakenly called it Iriguchi, is exit, right? So now we can drag Deguchi, exit. Now it tells you each one. I'm gonna, like with all of these games, anytime they're like remotely good, I pick the shit out of them, right? That last one wasn't great, so like I wasn't extremely picky. This one though, this first kanji technically is not exit. What is it? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. But this kanji. So quick kanji explainer. Kanji, if they're two or more kanji, are generally they're picture descriptions, or what they are. They're carried over from Chinese, and they're picture descriptions, right? So this one is out, I guess, technically, like out as in like direction, right? So we have out mouth, which is like the exit, right? So like out mouth is the like exit of the mouth, which is exit. And then I gotta link Deguchi to the actual kanji. Click the river to get a clue. So the river is Kawa, and it's these three little lines here. It's a river, so we can drag a river here. And we can drag a river there. Oh, and you can just like click on. Gotcha. Okay. I was trying to drag around and it like comes up when you're okay. So minor critique, like I said, when they're good, I critique the shit out of them, right? Because they could be better than. Bad games can never be good unless they get in a complete re-overhaul, right? But good games can always be better with tiny little tweaks that would be really easy to do, right? If you're trying to drag around the screen and you click on something that's highlighted, it automatically brings up the thing. Small little thing that could be better, right? You're clicking and dragging, don't bring up the text box. And you know what to click on because they light up, which is that nice. That's a nice mechanic. You click on this, right? This is a tree. I don't know oh, I was just like, where's the tree sign? This is a tree. So a tree has its own specific dedicated kanji, like river. Some words, like we just saw, do not have their own dedicated kanji. They're picture descriptions. Whereas this is a specific kanji. So this is tree. And this is ki for tree. Okay, so this is road or path. This is a forest, which if you put a bunch of the trees together, you get a forest, right? You seeing how kanji works here? I don't know if I would pay $18 for this, but like $15? This is we played how long of this game? How long have we played this game? Not gonna tell me until I quit the demo, but we've played maybe 10 minutes of this game, and this is a solid 15-minute game already, right? I've played a ton of really bad Japanese learning games, okay? A ton. And when I say a ton, I mean like 20 plus. Maybe 25 plus. I played a lot of them. This is a solid $15 game. If this was on sale for the introductory for $15, after playing the demo, I would probably buy it. Right? Okay. So let's click on these first people here, okay? Michi. Okay, so the... they're like a... Okay, so there's a sound and there's a music. Okay, so there's no dialogue. There's no dialogue audio slider, which not great. Because the voice lines are a lot softer than the music. I guess we can turn the music down. Right? These slider bars are really thick and hard to use. Another tiny complaint that you could easily fix. Also add in an audio slider for the dialogue because it's quiet. Like it's just naturally going to be quieter than music. That's just how that works. Michi, I'm going to assume it's a road. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to assume Michi is road, right? And then we can go here. I don't know. I think I've gotten them all. It's not real clear when you've gotten them all. It just turns green. Okay, what the fuck is this kid's voice? Okay. Do they pay someone to have their kids speak into a microphone? Because this sounds like an actual kid. Again, voiced and it's real people. My goodness. That's unfucking heard of, right? Go on to Duolingo right now. See if you can get any of the audio to be a real person. I'm not gonna wait because you're never gonna find it. You could scour every single fucking language and you're not gonna find it, right? So audio voiced by a real person is rare. That's tree, right? This is green, so I assume we've gotten it. Okay.
森
Mori.
森
Mori, I guess, is forest.
森
Mori.
森
Okay. So on the actual, if I click,
森
oh, I'd have to click this, right?
入り口
Okay, so these ones are all voiced by the same person.
公園
Okay, they're not all voiced by the same person, but they're not voiced by the kids, which is important, which helps.
森
That is not helped by kids, because kids don't always pronounce things exactly the way they're supposed to be pronounced, right? This should be kawa.
川
Kawa.
川
They literally paid someone, or like just, I guess, got them to do it for
Kawa.
free. Have their kids' voice in this video game.
石
Ishi. Is that this?
石
Okay, so if you try to click and drag it to something that it's not, right? It's okay. So I was curious about this. I'm like, okay, well then how do you know which one it is? They glow, first of all. I didn't notice that at first, but also if it's wrong, you can't match it. That's also nice. So I assume
石
that's this, and it's a stone. Okay.
石
I thought this was left, but I could have been incorrect, right? What is left? Oh, left it. Okay, so left is not exactly that, right? They're similar. They're not the same. I was probably thinking of right. Right is similar, except the little top slidey thing is different. Okay. Ike is pond, right?
池
So you could say Ike de kamo ga arimasu. Is the pond has ducks. I know what the word for shrine is. It's otemo, otare,
Jinja.
okay, I was not. Shrine versus temple, there are different words. Maybe I was thinking of temple. Jinja is
神社
shrine.
神社
Okay. Again, I don't know if I would pay $18 for this because that's too close to the $20 price point. This is a solid $15 game. Click on the book on the lower right of the screen. Drag the words from the book onto the signs. Ah, so when we don't have people, so like this is eki, so this is station. Right? So we can do this. I don't know what this one is. Like what? Oh, this one's shrine. Gotcha. We just learned this.
神社
One's shrine. Okay. Ah, so when there are no people and there are signs, you can match it with the book. It's weird that the go back is the like return like thing instead of like just an arrow, I guess, to differentiate from where you've been and which way is forward. Like that's, you know, like, okay. like, I don't know what else I would have chosen, right? This isn't a critique. I just find it interesting this is the symbol they used, because this is usually like a rewind or go back, which I guess serves its purpose, right? Because you're not just putting an arrow, right? You want to let the person playing know which direction forward is, right? Without having to use like text on the screen if it's a learning game, right? Yeah, I don't know what else I would have used. I was just like, oh, that's a nice detail. So this is this is Iriguchi. I got them confused before. Boop, 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 boop.
Iriguchi.
Which is to enter, right? And the other one is Deguchi, which is to exit. This is shrine.
Jinja.
At the top here. Oh, that's cool. If you click on it when it's off screen, it automatically sets the thing for you. Okay. Use the book to fill purple blanks with a Japanese writing or pronunciation. Okay, so this one is clearly, it wants you clearly to identify the road. I don't remember what the word for road is. Michi. Okay. Is Michi. And that's the shrine, I guess. This is Kawa, which is this.
Kawa.
And then you got the right. If I'm gonna like click and drag, it's always gonna pop up a text box because there's always gonna be something highlighted, right? The bounding boxes for the items aren't. They could be more. They could be tighter. Like look how much space is on like the sides here, right? Because it's always gonna give you a text box, right? But this one is Ike. Like when we talked about the ducks. This is the one I thought was right. Is Ishi.
Ishi.
Okay, and this is Ki because it's tree.
Ki.
Welcome to Himi. Yokuso. Yokuso is like a general greeting, right? When you're being welcomed into a place or a space. So if you saw it on the sign, it would say Yokuso Masachu Setsu on the sign. You go into a business, generally they're not going to be like Yokuso. That would be like if you worked there, right? But not really. It's the usage is weird. So I want to drag Yokuso. Okay. So the bounding box, so we just talked about the bounding boxes aren't great, right? I want to drag Yokuso directly downwards, okay? Except Himi gets highlighted, and if I drag it over here, Yokuso gets highlighted. The bounding boxes could be better because it always grabs from the center. No matter where you grab, it always grabs from the center, right? Himikawa. So this is the Himi River. Yeah, the bounding boxes could be like done better. Like if I click here, it should just drag from where I clicked instead of resetting the bounding box. And this is Himi. Oh, I guess it gets both of them. That's weird. They are different words. It gets both of them, which is strange.
Yokoso.
Yokuso. Whoops. Okay, I matched Yokuso to Yokuso, and I guess it gave it to me.
Hashi.
Hashi is, I assume it's gonna be bridge, right? I'm gonna assume this is bridge too, right? Because the sign is right next to it. Okay. So that would be this.
Kawa.
And the Himi would be like, I don't know, be like the sign here.
日々、ひみかわ。
Okay, that's weird when they're just like, it's just katakana, it's just the kana is just the writing form. It's just the kana. I guess you can just match the kana together. You don't have the word up,
かわ
which would just be this.
Kawa.
Okay. Again, solid $15 game. There's some things that like don't really make sense that could be done a little bit better. This area is huge. My goodness. So this is Himi, this Himi school,
学校
right? So we do Gakko, which is the second
Gakko.
one here. And Himi is the town. I guess you're meant to use the book for this one, right?
日々、ひみ学校。
Because then you can use Gakko, and you can use that for school.
学校、ひみ学
And you
校。
meant to, like, this seems like the book is a little bit big. I feel like you could make it not as wide, because it takes up a lot of space on the screen. And you could also make like this bottom part not as like hall. I tried to combine height and tall into the same word. And you get hall. Okay. The height of this could be less tall, which was what I was going to try to say, which is kind of dumb using both of the words in the same sentence. Right? You could easily make this like more space conscious, so you have more of the playing screen on, right? These kids don't have anything to say. Okay. They just chilling. They just chilling, I guess. Right? Let's go see what this person is talking about here. Himi Udon. This is Himi's Udon
Himi.
shop.
うどん
This is a bowl of udon. So udon is the type of noodles, so that is the like English
うどん
word.
ひみうどん。
うどん
So there's no actual non-Japanese word. It's just the English word we use, right? Like this is nice to see if you like missed anything. I don't know if you can move on, right? Like, cause you can't really move on until you've. Oh my goodness, that was so aggressive. The like drum roll. Match blinking yellow words to English meaning. So you can't really like move on without finishing the area, but the station like maps are a cool like thing to show you your progress. So this is the Himi Eki. This is Himi's train station. A lot of the train stations in Japan will also have like the word in English on them. Which is like this. So you go, oh, it's a train station, so we can go here for station, and this is the entrance, right? So we pick out our book, and we can,
入り口。
駅入り口
and then we can go, then we can go, Eki here,
駅。
the station, and then we can go up here. Like it's nice that they're organized by like the area you find them in, but it's just a lot of scrolling, and I don't really have like, it's fine. This isn't like a bad way of doing it, right?
日々、ひみ駅。
駅入り口
Eki Iriguchi, which would be this one, right? This is the train station. This is it's technically not train station. It's technically station entrance.
駅入り口
And station is for trains, right? This one, so there's an entrance only and an exit only. So this one is cursor. Okay, so this one is station.
駅
And this one is exit. Right?
出口
駅出口
駅出口
That would be this.
駅
Right?
出口駅
We can do that
Eki.
there. Okay. Let's scroll up to these people then. This is the Forest Hotel, right? Because if you put tree next to each other in a whole bunch, it creates a forest, just like in real life, right? So we can do forest.
森
It's a hotel, probably. Funny.
ホ
We
テ
can
ル
do
森ホ
hotel,
テル
森ホテル
which would be this.
森ホテル
I might be just, this title might be clickbait. This one is actually really good. This one is nice. So this one is obviously Hikari, because it's on the sign,
Hikari.
right? I'm just lying to you now because this one is actually good. I'm shocked. It is so rare that I get to play a game that's like actually really nice.
駅
He would be, well, there's no, oh, okay. Well, I guess it's way over here.
駅
He is the station.
タクシー
So taxi would be one of these things, right? And then you do taxi here. These are taxi.
駐車場
Jushajo, I assume, is the parking lot because that's what they're standing in. Jushajo, parking lot. I mean, it's Jo does not mean lot, but I guess I understand what they're going for. I wonder what Chusha, right? Because if I just like, if I go back here and I just get out the thing here, right? It's obviously parking lot. Okay, yeah. So it's obviously, I was just curious if it was like, if it was two words, quote unquote, or if it was just one word, but it's one word. Okay. This I'm assuming is parking lot, right? Because it has the kanji for car in the center of it, right? So this is car, right? And oh, you can move these. That's cool. That's nice. Car parking lot.
駐車場
This is Jushajo. Okay. So, like I said, sometimes the words don't have their own specific kanji. Sometimes the kanji do not match their individual pronunciations, right? So this is not Chu Karuma whatever. It's just Jushajo because it's a car parking lot. This is also something to do with parking because there's the car kanji on it, which is that's the like context clue to figuring out like what a sign means is there's clearly the car kanji on this, right? So it's something to do with cars. You can do car here. This is automobile. Okay, I guess this is just how you say automobile. We haven't figured out how to say automobile yet, but
南口
Minamiguchi is the south. So Minami is south, and as we've learned, Gucci is entrance or mouth. So this would be south entrance,
口
and this would be south. Okay. This would be south. This would
南
be entrance. Technically,
口
this is busu. Okay. Some words in Japanese, as I'm sure you know, don't have Japanese pronunciations. This is literally an escalator. That's just what it is, right? And there's a sign for the escalator. Same thing, elevator.
エレベータ
Elevator. There's no V in Japanese, so it's
ーエレベーター
elevator. Which is this? Okay. This is the name of the town, isn't it? This is the name of the place we're in? Hikari. Yeah,
光駅
that's the name of the place we're in. Gotcha. Bus. Okay. Like I said, solid fucking $15 game. If this was $15, I think I would just buy this game after playing the demo. Kuruma is this thing.
車
自動車
Yosha. Yeah, okay. Sure, yeah. But like, what is Jidosha? The parked car? So Jidosha. What? Jidosha Sho. Jidosha Sho. The parking lot.
駐車場
So Chushajo is a parking lot. And a
自動車
Judosha is just an automobile. So this basically says cars this way. Because in America, you would have just in this, it wouldn't say automobile on it, right? It would say cars, and there would be another sign that says trucks, with another arrow on it. It wouldn't say automobile though. Which is, I mean, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, right? This is bike parking. This is Basu no Diba, which I assume is to a place, right? So this one is the place we're in, Hikari,
光
and this is station,
駅
Hikari Eki, and this is south entrance. Hello? So my phone didn't ring, and I just have a voicemail from a 404 area code number, which is strange. Then you got south. Oh, I should probably do south.
南
And then you do entrance,
南口光駅南口
right? So this one you can do bus, Nodiba, I'm pretty sure it's Nodiba,
乗り場
which is we're gonna get from this girl. That I don't quite understand what that means. A bus boarding zone. Okay, so Nori is like a shortened version of to get on. So I guess Basu Noriba is like the bus get on area, right? Yeah, this game has definitely done something other games have not done. These are the kind of language learning games that I love to run into, right? Because they innovate, right? The hallmark of a good language learning game is some sort of innovation, right? Sure, you can have the like game maker style Japanese learning games be really good, right? But there's always like something else in the game that they've done that makes it good. And this one, they've made the whole fucking game. The whole fucking game is just innovated. That's so cool. I love what they're doing. They're just like, okay, well, there's this space here, and there's 3 words, and there's 3 technically sectioned off quote unquote words. Not really, because that's not how that works in Japanese. This is really cool. I like the way they've done this. I got too excited and I have hiccups all of a sudden. Okay, so we're gonna learn about the bikes now.
自転車
Jitensha is bike, right? And then you open this one up, and it has the car kanji on it twice, right? There's nothing else to click on here, right? So Jitensha, that's the kanji for Jitensha, is bicycle. Okay, so this is bicycle, and this is parking, right? Then you got parking there. Stop car parking. Stop car lot. So then you got this.
自転車
自転車
駐車場自転車駐車場
I don't like how the voice lines like overlap each other sometimes. That's weird. That would be like an easy fix, I assume, unless the game is spaghetti code, right? But
自転車駐車場
we'll slide on down to our next area here. Then we got compound words, right? Okay, so this is basu to taxi. Taxi, technically, there's no X. Taxi. And to is when you use when you're listing things. But you also use it when you're with someone else. So like with my friends, so it would be tomodachi to suie ga hoshii desu. Me and my friends want to go swimming. So there's not like a direct translation because it means a couple things. So we got basu, and then we got taxi. And then it just tells you like, oh, this is, in this scenario, this is and, right? And like I said, it can also be
バスと車
that's this, and then that second part is here.
車バスと車
The hitboxes, like I said, could be the hitboxes could be better.
池と道池と道
Keto Michi. So Keto, go back down here. Okay, I was just like, what do you... so this is a pond and a bridge, right? So we can do pond
池
and then bridge. Pond and Michi. Pond and road. Okay, I was just like, where the hell we learned about this? This is
池と
pond
道
and road. Yeah. Right? This is a bridge. Right? So this is bridge. And pond. Right? So this is
池
and this is bridge and pond.
橋と池
And this is bridge and pond. What is this? This is trees and this is a tree
木
and this is a rock.
石
と木と石
So this is a this is river and bridge.
川橋と川と橋
It's a lot more intuitive when you have things that you can click on in the scene instead of having to like reference them in the book. But like I understand. This is hana, which is flower, right? No, no.
木と花
Kito hana. So we got flowers and we've got trees.
木と木と花
And then we have a parking lot, right? This is a tree. That was strange. Car. This one.
車と
So this is a parked vehicle. Let's go back up here to parked vehicle. Parking. So this is car parking. No, not. This is car parking. Parking. Which is a different kanji. It's like there's no like parking lot to click on. We got automobile, right? But like oh, this is I was so confused on what they was trying to this is bike and car parking.
自転車
自転車と車
This is bike and car parking. I was so confused on what it was actually trying to tell me. Because I was trying to match the kanji instead of actually reading. Okay. There's a bird. Tori.
鳥だ
Torida. Is it a bird? It is a bird. So we're gonna do Tori and is I guess tag well because okay, so my what I'm gonna have a real critique that is not nitpicky. There's no question mark in this sentence, right? Sure, you include it down below once you click on it, but there's no question mark in the actual sentence that pops up. right? So how would you, like, yes, if you knew Japanese, you would know this is a question, right? But it could also not be a question. You can go, it's a bird, and is it a bird? Yeah. That could have been better. What are these people waiting on? There's a fish!
魚だ
Sakana da. Sakana is fish. Whoops. And the da is like the informal des. So sakana des means it is a fish. Fish. B. Right? I said we probably weren't going to spend as much time on these other demos because they're demos. But then it was just like, hey, here's an actually good game. Schleif Sipple liked my photo. I'm sure they did. What photo is that? I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I jokingly was just like, oh yeah, these are going to be demos. We're not going to be able to spend a lot of time on them. Right? And then it turned out that this game is amazing.
自転車だ
Hidenshada, which is this, right? The bicycle.
自転車自転車だ
Which it's
自
very
転車だ
it's very funny and fitting that they got a kid to voice this line specifically, because this is what kids do in the real world, right? They'll just be chilling and then they'll see something and then they'll just tell you what it's called, right? So if they're like in a store and someone has a bike outside, they'll go, bike! And they're like, yes, that's a bike! So I just thought that was kind of like funny that they had a kid voice it, because that's what kids do in real life.
車だね
Karuma da ne.
車
That's a car. That is a car.
車だね
The ne is mostly for like emphasis, the same as like kuruma yo. For emphasis, the same as yo. But you can also phrase it like that is a. You'd be like, that's a car, right? Or like, yes, it is a car. You do that a lot in like conversations. You're like, pen desu, and you're like, so pen desu ne. Kakui pen desu ne. Oh. Kakui pen da.
猫だ
Neko da. Look at that cat. What are these people gonna say down here?
海だね
Umi da ne. So this, I guess, so umi is the ocean, right? So ocean is umi. Da ne is technically more of a participle than a literal translation, but
非常ボタンだ
Dobodanda. Let's consult the book, shall we? Nicho Bodanda. Maybe we don't need to consult the book. There's things to click on. What is this? Emergency button.
非常ボタンだ
Okay. Yes, context clues as if you were there in person do really work. Because she said,
非常ボタンだ
And for some reason, I didn't recognize that she had said button at the end of the sentence because I wasn't used to the way that she pronounced it. And so this is button, clearly, right? This is the participle. So this is the emergency button for the train. So
非常ボタンだ。
Hijo is emergency. So in this sentence, quite literally, there are different words, quote unquote. But again, they don't use spaces. So that's something you've like gotta get used to. So this one would be a button here. And this would be the kanji for emergency. Right? Oh, and is participle, I guess. Well, because like, okay, does that get its own like entrance, or is that just okay? It does. Okay, I was gonna say because that would be important. If you don't give it its own entrance and you just lump it in with the actual like sentence, that can be confusing. Okay, cool. The Nico, oh, there's a cat cafe here.
猫カフェ
There's a cat cafe here. Cat cafe here. Okay, what are these people talking about?
赤信号だ。
Ingolda is, I assume, the walk signal. Shin-go-da. Da. Shin. Ingo. Ingo is the signal, so Aka is red.
赤信号だ。
Depending on where you look and like what you're talking about, the colors can be spelled a little differently, which is really fucking confusing. I don't like that as someone who's learning the language, that sometimes like the colors can be spelled differently. But I didn't immediately recognize that. I was just like, oh, it's Aka. What are you talking about?
バス乗り場だ。
So, bus.
バス。
So this is the bus boarding zone. Right. So we got bus,
バス。
and then we got boarding area. Thanks for playing full release in 2024. Well, that was a lie because this game released like what, 2 fucking days ago? Let's go back to the game released 2-3 days ago. Okay, they were a little hopeful for their 2024 release. That was the entire demo. Absolutely fucking buy this game. If you have $18 to spare, buy this game. I don't know if I would pay $18 for it, but it's good. And sometimes the one good thing in the entire massive mountain of trash is worth paying extra money for. This was insane. I love this. This is so cool. They definitely did something really cool with the language learning. The way like the language learning is done, right? Very cool. So there are problems with like game mechanics, like the hitboxes and stuff like that. I would give this one a solid 7.5 out of 10, right? Most of the games are 4 or below, right? This is high fucking praise. This is great. I really enjoyed this game. I love this game. I'm gonna get my money back from that other $10 game, and I might just I might just swallow the extra like $3-4 that they're asking. How many fucking awards did this game win? So they were picked for the 2024 PAX Rising Games Showcase. They were picked for the 2023 Curios Showcase. And I guess the demos and like the other versions they've had up to release were also featured in official like selection things. Like I guess they're technically not like awards, but like they were put in the official showcase for like these are the games, right? And that's wild. So yeah. That's insane. This game, solid 7.5 out of 10. There could be more settings. There could be better stuff. Insane. The next demo we're going to play here is Watagobi, A Japanese Journey. This one is also kind of pixel art, kind of not pixel art. Comes out. Oh no, tabbed me out. I cannot tab out now. I hate when games start up and you try to like tab out of them so that sound doesn't blow your eardrums out and they don't let you tab out in the first couple of seconds. What the fuck is that about? Also, it's also 2025. And somehow people still don't know how to not start their game at full fucking volume. Which is insane. According to legend, there are... What's going on with the little... There's like... You can't see me... Okay, well, you can't see my mouse. You can't... Hold on. You can't see my mouse here. You can't... Does this game not capture mouse? There we go. Okay, it's fixed. There's these little like artifacts on the screen above like some of the letters. Like they were cut out from something and like pasted on this background. That's strange. Like they were literally like cut out in Photoshop from like a background from something else. Yeah, there they are. They're on by Hanko. Succeed in demonstrating the master of Japanese. How is it that whoever managed to collect all 47 seals, secrets of Japanese, and become Grandmaster in turn? Okay, that's not how that works, but like, sure, I guess, right? Right? Sure, I guess, right? You know. Okay. One of your ancestors said to have been a Grandmaster. The legend requests to become a tradition in your family. Okay. Oh, you're here already. Just a moment. Like I said, it's kind of pixel art, kind of not really. My name is Kinoko. People call me Kinoko Sensei. Japanese may seem impossible to master. I personally... Oh, hello, ma'am. I personally prefer when they do not put spaces in Japanese words or like sentences and stuff to like show you which words are what. I personally prefer when they just color code them, right? Because then you don't need spaces and you don't have to try to justify what word ha or wa in this case translates to, right? Because it doesn't translate to anything, right? It's a participle, right? It's like a language function, right? It doesn't translate to a word. So you don't have to try to justify that, like if you put spaces in between them. You can just go, oh, let's just color code them, so you can see that that wa and des are the same, right? They're part of the same group, right? And the other two are their own separate group. I much prefer this because they don't have the weird like spaces, right? However, if you take one step at a time, you'll see that Japanese can be learned by anyone. In Japan, 3 types of characters are used together: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana is used to express syllable sounds such as a, mi, and no.
Mi, no.
Okay, voiced by a real person. We're off to a great start. And they use the color coding instead of the spaces. You don't have to justify what wa means. And they tell you at the beginning of the game about them. We're off to a good start here, okay? Gonna have rounded shapes and are the characters you'll come across most at first. Japanese can be written entirely in hiragana, used to other writing systems. Katakana are mostly used to write foreign loanwords and foreign names. They express the same sounds, but they have more angular shapes. And then you have kanji, are Chinese characters. Yes, very good. All right. Basic overview of what they mean. You don't have to go in depth. They're Chinese picture descriptions. They're in katakana. They express concepts. And concepts is more accurate than pictures, because picture has one description, concepts can have multiple. Some are easy to recognize because they look like what they represent. Kanji for tree and mountain and river. Sounds difficult, but don't worry, we'll step by step. And there's a character creator? Alright, I might have fucking lied to everyone about this stream. We might have played one bad game that I knew was gonna be bad. And the other ones are gonna be good. When did this game come out? This game has no release date. Oh, I was just like, release date 2025, and I was like, that's strange. It's not out yet. There's only a demo. But they've already given it to reviewer sites, so they do have like some reviews for the demo. That's cool. You curators have reviewed this product. Made with Unity and the wishlist category, which is kind of unhelpful, but yeah, damn, all right. There's a character creator. There's a random button. Oh my goodness. Let's have no hat actually. What kind of hairstyles are they? Body. There's one body type. Okay, understandable. You can be blue if you want. All right, that's my kind of thing, is that you can be blue if you want. Eyes, got glasses, different kinds of eyes. Let's do that. We gotta go green for the eyes, right? Because we're making me, right? Let's change the color first, so it's like easy to. The gun's out because the sun is coming out. Skirt. Let's go. Hair. What if we have like, whoops, no hair. No hat. Like the hairstyles are simple, but they're nice. They get the like idea across. Which is enjoy. There's no shoes option, but like we have like black shoes. What kind of shoes do we want? Purple shoes. Okay, well then we need to pick different. Oh, we're gonna spend all day here. Okay. Oh shoot, no, that's not what I wanted. So you're like passed out here, right? With the purple shoes. Okay, I almost pressed next again. The miscellaneous here. Give yourselves eyebrows. Accessorize. Oh, we gotta accessorize. You've accessorized. Okay, and it said too much on the character creator. May I know your name? Okay, that's cool. There's 3 random generated. Oh shoot, I misspelled my own name here. I don't know how I brought this up. Okay. Dagger, isn't it? What a lovely name. Lass, I'm no longer young and have a bit of trouble with names. I'll call you Ho 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 if you don't mind. Good luck on your adventure. I like the like Pokemon themed inspired intro they're going for, right? The Pokemon inspired thing they're going for. They even have the similar Pokemon like similar Pokemon like sound font. That's interesting. It's been 2 hours. We are going to continue with this game. Oh, you tab out and the audio goes away. That's unfortunate. We're gonna continue with this game, right? We will be right back. We will continue with this game. Stand up, stretch, do your thing, and we will be right back. We are back. We have a visitor who is kind of grumpy at the moment. I don't know if grumpy is the right word, right? She's being demanding isn't the right word either, right? Because she's not. Okay, ma'am, goodbye. Absolutely wanted to be on my lap. Screamed. Excuse me. Screamed, wanted to be on my lap. Came up here while I was doing other things. Right? And it was clearly to remind me that I haven't eaten in a while, right? Because it's 8 p.m. now. Because she's going to her own food bowl now, right? Yeah. There's nothing really I can munch on that would appease Brooke at the moment, right? I have like popcorn, but then I gotta use my hands. But I also have graham cracker, but like for the crunch. So, you know, like the crunch, not very great. Alright, the big day has arrived. Isn't it strange to think you're going to so far away? I too left for Japan to carry on the family tradition. So they don't even live in Japan. These people are just, they have Japanese ancestors, but they live somewhere else. And they all go to Japan to carry on the tradition. That's kind of funny. I didn't become Grandmaster, but those years deeply changed me. Book on the table helped me a lot during my journey. Legacy from our family, and now it's yours. Get it, and I'll tell you how to use it, okay? Grab the Japanese book. Dictionary unlocked! Great! Japanese, why is the ominous floating 4 in front of me? Now you've got your book, you'll need to fill it. Pages on the table contain Japanese words that you can collect.
Tanaka.
At the end of this lapison, You'll unlock your first Japanese words. However, you'll have to earn them. You need to complete a series of exercises to unlock. This is your first word in Japanese. Tanaka. Written in hiragana. Over here you can find the new kana. I like this one because we obviously didn't play the full version of the other one, right? That was just a demo. But using the actual like words in terms of like these are kana. The like the words, quote unquote, the alphabet, quote unquote, are kana. And you have hiragana is part of the kana, but katakana is also part of the kana. Kana is considered new if you've never encountered it before. Click on the ta. Shows you how to write them. Okay. You practice writing them on this page. Hope you memorize them. Click here to close this page.
Na.
Oh, you get to actually write on this page. That's cool.
Tanaka.
Okay. It's another thing they did right. No Romanji. This is the very beginning fucking of the game. They have not used a single bit of Romanji. Not even
Tanaka.
for the audio input. When they want you to input letters and sounds, they don't even use it.
Tanaka.
Very, very nice.
Mari.
Well done. Mari is a common Japanese feminine given in name. Okay. If you already studied Japanese, you may know some of these words presented in the lesson. You can skip the exercise for a word you know. Of course, this is not recommended for words you don't know. Yeah, okay.
Mari.
I was going to say, does the keyboard actually give you a keyboard? No, it does not. Okay.
Mari.
Also good, right?
This.
You don't want to give them any outs towards what they already know. You don't want to give them any outs towards English, which includes Romanji and a pop-up keyboard. Well done. Here's a little tip. You can touch any Japanese word in a sentence to check its meaning.
This.
The politeness marker used to place. Okay, so this is like full on, more like textbook study, where the other one is more immersive. They're not better or worse than each other. Some just work better for others. Whereas just like plain studying, which is more like this one is.
This.
This.
Desu.
Tanaka.
Tanaka.
This.
Tanaka desu.
The periods, commas, exclamation marks, and quotations are also all different in Japanese.
San.
These stuff like Tanaka-san desu. He, she is Tanaka. Right?
San.
Smart test unlocked. Well done. Let's review your new words. A smart test in your book. You're looking a little... The game so far, critique, because this isn't immediately awful, it's looking a little blown out. Like, why the fuck is everything so large? Right? This is easily like a third of the fucking screen. Like, why is it so large? Why does it take up so much of the screen? That's a cool effect. Or B, to open the book. Several things. Left hand, you'll find the words you've unlocked. Select this word. Right hand page, you can see information about the word you've selected. Well, I can't because this takes up literally a third of the fucking screen.
Tanaka desu. Desu. Tanaka desu. Tanaka-san desu.
So these are the quotation marks, right? They're the little like brackety things.
Tanaka-san desu. San.
Let's go back. Dictionary. Like, why is it so large? That's why I say it's kind of pixel art, but not really, because it's like so fucking blown out. Everything is so like large and zoomed in for some reason. Hopefully that changes once we get outside. But like this is still like almost half of the fucking screen. Why? My goodness. right? Like you can have the like this part, this in the father, right? But then just the black bar, just make it smaller. Jesus Christ. You should just align it to the text. You also can't click on the black sometimes to advance the text. Like here, I can't advance the text. I have to click off of it. You feel ready, there's a small challenge for you. Okay. Ninja Kana. What is Ninja Kana? Okay. So, all the unlocked kana we have, okay.
すいすすたま
You like, this is fine, because this is how you are gonna like spell out the sounds.
すんいさ
Oh, you can also type. Okay, I was gonna say, typing is gonna be like better. And also type.
いたいささなさでまんた
How long is this?
かかななさす
Why are you moving?
ま
Don't do that.
なたいんさいすかさなかたさた
Yeah, what's the end here? Is there an end, or is this just go to failure?
かなまい
Okay, yeah, that one wouldn't send, which was weird.
すんままかいさ
It usually just sends as soon as you...
ななでい
Guess this is just go to failure.
たか
Or
ま
high score. Okay.
でまたいでなた
Yeah, the na doesn't really... The n doesn't really register sometimes.
なさま
That's my only complaint with this minigame.
たでたいでまな
Okay, I'm done with this minigame right now. Right? Like, this is fine. I'm good.
まですたでで
You just have to do n last, which was my one complaint about
た
this.
たたすままたさんいすたまでなまささた
You're literally throwing them faster than I can possibly type,
さ
right?
んいたで
Oh, how close can they get?
た
Okay. No, I don't want to play this over. My 583 is my high score. Did I pass your test? Oh, that F is for feedback? I mean, I guess. Okay. Also, the size of the fucking screen. I want to make sure you can handle yourself over there. Don't forget the smart test in the minigame. There tests that I have to do? Oh, there's just a general test. Father challenges you. Again, why is it so large? Is it... Okay, let's look at the listing here. This made for like Steam Deck, right? Because if this was made for Steam Deck, it would make sense that this was why everything is so large, right? Steam Deck's screen is going to be much smaller. There are no reviews yet, obviously, because they disabled reviews for their demo, which is usually never a fucking good sign. But this seems fine so far, right?
3
Just why is everything so...
田中です。田中です。
Why is everything so fucking... That was 2 questions, sir. Okay. Everything's so large. Well done. I'm so proud of you. Find the Grandmaster. Takamatsu. Okay. One last piece of advice. Review regularly in short sessions. Yep. Marathon, not a sprint. If you try to learn too much in one, you're not going to remember it all. Even if you feel like you will. Because it's gamified. Okay. Immigration form. On Japanese, I can't make any sense of it. Again, you can't like add. This takes up almost half the fucking screen and you can't click on it to make the text advance. There's a lot of like non-Japanese learning problem. There's a lot of just technical game aspects with this game that are not done well, right? The problem with this game isn't the Japanese, it's the way it's made. Like, you're gonna tell me I can't... This takes up almost half of the fucking screen, and you're telling me I can't click on to advance it? Should ask someone for help.
マリです。
Of course. First of all, you need your name. Okay.
ほほほさん。マリです。ほほほさん。マリです。
Okay, you could just like not... Instead of naming the character ho ho ho, you could just not voice that part, right?
ほほほです。
Okay.
ほほほです。
Actually, you speak Japanese very well. If she speaks Japanese very well, how can she not fill out this form? How is she not able to fill out this
はじめま
form
して。
if she can speak Japanese? Maybe she can't read or write Japanese? I mean, like, yeah, but like, that's okay.
はじめまして。
Ah,
は
i,
じ
me,
め
ma,
ま
i.
して。
か
Ka is used on the end for sentences. Nice to meet you. Are you Mr. Naka? はじめまして。
はじめまして。
Tanaka-san ですか?
です。
か
There you go. We're traveling through Takamatsu. Pay a visit to my friend Saki Library for linguists. With linguistics, I was just like, that's not the right word. Which are the kanji decks. The like Pokemon styling is like, it's nice because it's something that's going to be familiar, right? When they're throwing all these unfamiliar things at you. But again, everything is so fucking large. This is like made for like a phone screen, right? No, there's no like settings menu. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, here we go. Japanese flick input keyboard for test. So this is supposed to be not supposed to be a computer game. Windowed mode. Oh my goodness. Thank you. My god. Cloud saves, they're gonna be working on that in the rest of the game. Okay. I like Make this not as large here. Oh no. Every single time you click on, okay. So they have work to do with like the scaling, right? Every time you click onto it, it locks your mouse to it. Okay, so Watagabi's already available on mobile and iOS. That answers my question about the fucking... The insane... No, that's not what I want. The insane, size of everything. Oh, this game is Sizer incompatible, which is fucking insane. Okay. I'm literally trying to fix the size for me, right? Because it is like insane. I guess we're just gonna, I can't actually manually resize it. Okay, that sucks. What does this say? Welcome to Japan. Okay. Person has a card. Hi, John. Some time to practice my Japanese. I suspect the border police officer is speaking in Japanese. I don't find myself at a loss for words. If you are, that's fine, because obviously you don't, speaking Japanese isn't a requirement. They're not going to send you home.
はじめまして、ジョンです。
Okay, game. Let's take a real hard fucking look at ourselves in the mirror, okay?
はじめまして。です。
はじめまして、ジョンです。
What the fuck is that audio? And it might just be the audio quality that it sounds like it's generated, right? It's obviously not like an AI voice, right? Or else it would sound better. But this is definitely like a Microsoft translate, like EMEI, like auto-generated word voice.
はじめまして、ジョンです。
With the like quality.
はじめまして。ほほです。
You just
はじめま
don't
して。
voice the
ほ
the
ほです。
just don't voice the player's name, right? Like, if you're gonna pronounce every single sentence, yeah, I guess that's a problem. But like, okay, so this one technically, I guess this one technically is not like an actual demo, right? Because the game is out on mobile. I wonder what regions it's out in. What is this? This game is called Watagabi. Okay. My notes go through immigration. Okay. Well, if this game is
ではありません。
okay, so this game is already out. Well, then what is it called? Right? Because it's clearly not called Watagabi. Oh, that's just because I fucking typed it in wrong. Because I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's Wagatabi. Wagotabi. Wago. Tabi. Okay. It's $5? Even if this game isn't that great, this game is $5. It doesn't force you to use Romanji. It's voiced by people. It tells you what the things... This game... I have absolutely fucking lied to you all, and I'm very sorry. Just that first game was absolute shit. It's $5 fucking dollars? That would explain all of my complaints about the aspect ratios and why everything is so fucking large. Right? Um, Non-exhaustive list of features, interactive dictionary, illustrations, tags, etc. Create grammar explanations, interactive tooltips, fully voiced, smart tests, interactions with environment, quests, 2 minigames, boss fights, stroke order, calligraphy. Currently available content. 245 selected words and grammar points, 130 kanji, 300 example sentences, 950 voiced Japanese dialogues, 225 unique NPCs in the game. I don't believe that for one fucking second. Everything else, the 950 voiced Japanese dialogues, I believe 100%. You're gonna tell me there's over 200 unique NPCs? I'm calling bullshit, right? Used extensively in context for better retention. This is insane. For like $5, I don't know if I would do this on my phone and try to stream it, right? Because that's all sort of a hassle for like trying to stream and looking down at my phone the whole time. The same kind of problems I've run into doing like the Duolingo streams. But like, my God. I think I tried to install BlueStacks and it's not BlueStacks anymore. It's like some weird amalgamation of bullshit because they were bought out. But like if I can get this on a virtual player for my computer, we might actually just do this whole thing.
ではありません。ではありません。
ではありませ
Oh, whoops. I put in too many.
ん。
I am not Marty.
マリ。ではありません。マリではあり、はい。はい。いい
I
い
え。
use alone as it sounds rude. The pronunciation, yes.
いいえ。
いいえ
Yeah. Yeah. Say yeah. You can use it alone. You can be like, yeah. I can actually
Hi.
click.
いい
Gotcha.
え。
These are like these are good. My goodness. Hello, sir. Or madam. Again, it still pisses me off that this takes up the whole fucking screen. That they didn't even like bother to like size anything properly. They just imported all of the shit from the phone version and just slapped it on a game and didn't size any of the things. Can you show me your passport? This is definitely a phone game. Everything is so fucking large. Tanaka-san desu.
いいえ。
いいえ
Hajimemashite. I almost said hi. Hajimemashite. Yeah. Hi. Tanaka
た
desu.
です。
Hajimemashite.
はじめまして。
Tanaka.
たな、です。か田中さんではありません。田中さんでは
It'd be so funny if you go up to the like immigration person at the Japanese like intake and they fucking quiz you. They're like, all right. And they just fucking quiz you on your Japanese. That'd be so funny. Especially if it was like far enough away where you couldn't hear or see them. So every single time for like newcomers, it would just be a shock. And if you fail, they're like, just kidding, get in there. Doing it for like one person, funny. Doing it for every single fucking person that comes into the country, I'm sure nobody would want to fucking do, because that's like millions of people. Baggage claim area is just after the stairs. I already have my... Oh, that was just present. Okay. Hey, bud.
はじめまして、ケビンです。
Long haul airline pilot. I thought you were a cop for a second, sir. It's my childhood dream. I love flying. Opportunity to visit country's excellent culinary specialties. Alright. Look for the red suitcase. My suitcase has been stolen and replaced by vocab. I left a note here. Ooh, who has your suitcase? Sakata? Okay. Sakata-san? Are you
はじめ
Sakata?
まして、
Yusurin Garden is said to be the most beautiful. Sakata-san?
はじめまして、坂田です。
I found your note. First, let's talk a little Japanese. はじめまし
はじ
て。
めまして。ほほほー
だがです。
です。
Who took your suitcase after explaining a few things in Japanese? Okay, sure. Again, goofy plot points,
日
but there
本
have to be like plot points, right? Again, I'm such a fan of like color coding instead of just like physically splitting them apart to show the differences, because that's just like, it's visually a lot easier to see. It's visually a lot less jarring, and it's as you'll see it out in the world, right? You're gonna learn your first kanji. The word Nihon means Japan. Above the kanji, you can see its little reading in hiragana. The writing, this is so good. This is insane. So nice. Boop, 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 boop. People will tell you that stroke order is extremely important, and then some people will be like, as long as you know how to write them and recognize them, that's fine. So take that with a grain of salt as you want. Nihon.
行きます。
Ikimasu is to go. It's the verb. It's the conjugated form of the verb. Ikiru. I am ikiru. Ikiru, I'm gonna say, is the non-conjugated. But yeah, you don't need to get into that.
いきます
Ikimasu.
日本行きます。に
Will you go to Japan? Nihon ni
に
ikimasu ka?
か高松。高松。
Takamatsu.
た
Takamatsu.
また
Whoops. Focus test unlocked. Great. Here's a clue to find out who has your suitcase. But you said you have you have my suitcase.
花さんです。
B to open. New type of test is the focused. See, the tutorials, they're like, you have to do this now. You have to do this now. You can't look for yourself. I dislike those kind of things. Asan, hajimemashite.
はじめまして。
え
中井です。
え
鎌田さんは高松に行きます。
高松。
Okay. I'm going to Takamatsu. Okay.
はじめまして。鎌田です。高松に行きます。
Okay, you're not the person I need to speak to either. Hi! Land a job at Bitsumishi in Takamatsu. My introduction in Japanese? Sure.
はじめまして、ロバートです。
はじめまして
Daga
ほほ
desu.
です。
He's just gonna push me away like an ass? Okay.
はじめまして、ヴィンセントです。
Oh, you begin teaching computer science. Okay.
7です。
はじめまして、花です。
Ma'am, why did you take my suitcase to the bathroom?
はい。
Not your suitcase? Shoot. Gave it to someone who'd lost his. That again? You literally stole my suitcase,
日
ma'am?
本人、
Ma'am, you stole my fucking suitcase.
にほんしん
Oh, I didn't realize what we were actually supposed to be spelling. I just...
は
Tanaka...
さんは、日本、
ikimasu.
行きます。私、
わたし
日本人、私、香川、香川、
かがわ
You Japanese very well. Here's a clue to find out who is your suitcase. Ma'am,
日
you...
本人ではありません。
It's not a Japanese person. Okay? Request menu. Click or press J. Okay. It's not a Japanese person. But did you take my...
ヴィンセントです。
ヴィンセントは日本人ですか？
Oh, whoops. I missed a word.
3. 日本ですか？
日本人ではありません。はい。
Vincent, we're about to have some fucking fisticuffs, alright? I've made a mistake. Mine's exactly the same. I lost it too. Here's your suitcase. I mean, God, just... Yeah. Yeah, whatever, Vincent. Ugh. Again, color coding. Very nice. It's visually distinct without having to separate it, which is visually, like, jarring.
田中さんは日本に行きますか？
Right? And it's a lot less jarring to do when you're speaking. Okay. My fucking suitcase, Vincent. Keep pressing F. Time to go. Fuck you, Vincent.
日本人ですか？
Nihonjin de Amarium.
田中です。です。
Can I see your suitcase? And then it was like, Tanaka des. And I was just like, sir, those are two different sentences. San.
さん
田中さんではありません。さんではありません。日本に行きます。日本に行きます。
It's a lot easier when you don't split up the like big old word and I can just put in like the several words as one.
田中さんは日本行きます。
Nihon.
行きます。
Ki. Ki.
きます。
日本に行きます
My
か？
goodness, man, you have so many questions.
日本に行きますか？日本に行きますか？はい。
はい。
Yeah.
日本人ですか？
Nihonjin
日本人
desu ka?
か？はじめまして。田中です。はじめまして。田中です。
Bam! Give me those 3 stars. Welcome to Japan. They quiz you and they're just like, psych! Gotcha. Completed the demo. Don't hesitate to spread the word. Mobile and desktop platform. Find more detail in the community. Okay. See, like, this is better. Like, this is, like, big open, right? Like, okay, what do you... Content for the next thing.
ここに本があります。
This is fine. This is not. This is the entire fucking screen. But, okay. What is this yellow circle? Oh, this is a... Gotcha, okay. There's a lot of problems with this demo because they just copy and pasted it from the mobile version. And that's to be expected. The mobile version apparently is nothing like the desktop version. I'm looking at the previews here. Because it's made for mobile, right? So there's the on-screen keyboard, which I, accidentally, like, pulled up. I like udon here. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna play this, like, on the phone for a stream. I might look into, I might look into, like a phone, emulator. And then, what? They make fucking refunding a game so difficult. Like, where do I even find, let's go out here, shall we? Where do I even find this again? I've only ever, like, tried to refund, like, 3 games in my entire fucking Steam life. Help. Steam support. No, not that one. The Flashcard Hero. See, I want a refund. This game was okay. But, like, it wasn't good. Right? I played 52 minutes of it. Reason. It's just okay, right? Match the videos and screenshots. No. My issue isn't listed, right? Do I have to put in an issue? I just hit submit. Okay, I can just hit submit. Okay. These other 2 that we played, my goodness. Wagotabi. I almost said it wrong again. Wagotabi demo. It's already finished, right? But the so to speak one, 10 out of 10. Insane optics. I'm gonna eat something, right? I'm gonna go eat something and then we'll probably, like, return with a stream later that isn't this. We'll see how that goes. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I lied to you. I will see you later. I'm gonna go eat and then we'll be back with, like, some game, right?